Warm greetings and welcome once again to Slim Talks by Anil Fernandez. As you know, Slim Talks is dedicated towards developing excellence in strategy, leadership, innovation, and marketing for your businesses. In the last video, we talked about few things that are necessary in terms of working on your hard skills for marketeers. Today, I intend to take that forward with critical soft skills that can be combined most effectively with those hard skills to build effective marketeers in new age marketing. So let's get to the 5 pillars. Well, friends, you cannot succeed with customers if you don't have empathy. Empathy is all about getting to the heart and the mind of your consumer to identify with their beliefs and with their attitudes and tailoring your communication and your offering in complete synchrony with the beliefs, behavior, and attitudes of your consumer. Marketeers who are able to do this with empathy are the ones who are going to be successful in persuading customers to their message. So remember, empathy is all about seeing with the eyes of the customer, listening with the ears of the customer, and feeling with the heart of the customer to develop cutting-edge communication and plans to succeed in the marketplace. The second skill in today's era, all the more important, is to be agile and adapt. The landscape of technology has undergone phenomenal changes that are constant, that are rapid, and that are disruptive. Are we, as marketeers and business people, adept and in sync with these changes? Are we sensitive enough to catch the signals of changing trends with evolving technology and integrating them into the ethos of our business operations to be customer relevant and be one up on our competition? Today's era is all about big data, data analytics, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, machine learning. How are we able to assimilate and integrate all these in order to build up root cause plans and draw patterns and connect to the data that we have to see the potential impact and possible solutions for the effectiveness of our business? And marketeers must be sensitive, must be agile, and adapt to these changing patterns. Remember, friends, if you don't adapt to these changes, the changes will get the better of us and we may slip down the barrel. So it is important in today's era of new age technology, marketeers must be adept and agile to change as per these changes that are happening in the marketplace. Third, and the most important, as marketeers, we have packed schedules. But the critical thing is, are we really prioritizing our schedule, or are we scheduling your priorities? This quote from Stephen Covey is really very profound. What he says, the key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. Prioritizing your schedule means that you have a very long laundry list of items to do, and then you work bottoms up in terms of scheduling them, which basically amounts to your day-to-day work and day-to-day tasks. But the critical thing is that you need to schedule your priorities. Now, here it means that, first of all, you need to set your priorities right. And basis your priorities, you then need to schedule them one after the other. So the key thing is first identify your priorities and then list down your schedules in order to meet your priorities. And the framework to do this is the very famous 4-quadrant of Eisenhower, which are tasks that are classified as urgent and important. So tasks that are both important and urgent, well, we have no choice. It has to be done, so the dictum is do. Tasks that are important but not urgent, remember they are important. Perhaps you don't need to do it now, but you need to keep it for a later stage. But see that you don't procrastinate to such an extent that it gets into tasks which are important and urgent. So you need to decide the ideal time to undertake those tasks. The third thing is we are caught with a lot of mundane routines, which are not important but quite urgent. And the best thing to do is that we could delegate these tasks wherever possible. And finally, the tasks that are not important and not urgent, like social media, excessive social media, watching television, and scrolling through unwanted mails is something that we could do well to delete from our list of priorities in order to optimize our time and optimize your productivity. So remember, friends, the key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. And this framework of Eisenhower gives you a very good tool in order to manage your timelines. Fourth, and very important, as a marketer, am I information seeking? I need to be reaching out to people. I need to be reaching out to seniors. I need to be looking outside my organization in terms of the customer landscape and the competitive landscape to understanding how the needs are changing and evolving of these customers. What are the new technology that is driving operations in my market? Am I in sync and am I adept to all these trends that are happening? Do I keep tab on the current trends that are disrupting my business? What about e-pharmacies? What about technological landscape and the changes in customer interface? What are the evolving needs of these customers today? Well, friends, marketers must be one up on each and every of these areas. And it's important that you use various channels of information like media, like talking to your peers, talking to your colleagues, talking to your seniors, talking to your friends from outside your organization within the industry, looking at what's happening in other industries. You never know, certain thoughts and ideas that are prevailing even in non-related industries like FMCG or technology can really give you ideas for an aha moment to build up your plans and make your plans very progressive to resonate with your customers. So very, very important, keep asking and inculcate information seeking behavior. Finally, friends, we all work in a network in organizations. We never work in isolation. And for a marketer, this is all the more critical. A marketer, first of all, needs to inspire sales, because if you don't inspire sales, you will never be able to move the execution needle. So it's important that you work very closely, you liaise with sales and develop a very strong and cohesive network. You need to work transversely with multiple functions within your own organization. You need to liaise with perhaps supply chain to look at your production schedules and to look at the schedules when your product is going to hit the market, to look at your stocks and your inventory level and manage them effectively so that your products don't go out of stock. You need to liaise with finance to look at your profitability. You need to liaise with your commercial excellence, business excellence teams. You need to liaise with your medical teams, your training teams. So friends, it's a multifunctional dimension that we are all exposed to. And when you create strategies, it's important that you integrate each and every function, take their viewpoints in order to develop your plans and your strategies to serve your customers better and to ensure that you have the right product at the right place, at the right time, delivered to the right customer at the right frequency. So friends, to summarize once again, the critical 5 soft skills. Number 1, be empathetic, because you've got to connect and you've got to resonate with your customers. Be agile and adapt, which means you have to constantly seek avenues to innovate and keep innovating. The third is you need to schedule your priorities. So know when to do, when to decide, and when to delete as per the framework that we discussed. Be curious, have information seeking. What, where, when, how, why. The fundamentals that are driving your industry and the trends in your industry, you should be up to date with each and every one of them. So use all the resources that you have to update your information base. And finally, our world is not complete if we are not able to develop networks. Remember, the opposite of networking is not working, a very powerful and profound statement, which really underscores the value and importance of leveraging your networks. So friends, thank you very much for joining on this conversation on soft skills. And I'm sure together with the hard skills that we discussed in the last video, it will give you enough food for thought to stimulate your marketing acumen and be cutting edge in the new age era of marketing. If you like my content, please say like, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much and wish you good luck and all the very best for your businesses.